I am Edmundo Ramos from Argentina, and my vehicle runs only on char gas. I studied a lot of gas generators, but they were complicated, big, and heavy, very heavy. My gas generator is very simple and lightweight. It is a metal container with a hole at the bottom called a nozzle, which is where the air enters, a hole on the side where the char gas comes out, and a top cover to load the coal. Today's menu is charred walnut shells. The gas outlet cover is to prevent the char gas outlet from clogging when loading the coal. Before placing the cover, clean the seat where the cover goes with a brush as the whole system works hermetically with the suction of the motor. Air enters only through the nozzle. I am going to remove the air inlet plug to the nozzle. Clean any carbon that may have fallen through the nozzle. To start the gasifier with the engine off, I need to turn on the 12-volt bilge blower. Then with the engine running, the suction of the motor makes the suction of the bilge blower unnecessary. I turn on the 12-volt bilge blower. I set the vent upwards. I place the three-way valve with outlet to the external vent. To light, I add a little alcohol. I light with a torch. This is the same as a forge, that is, the flow of air and the coal with the fire immediately ignites the gasifier. Inside there is a bent stainless steel sheet that acts as a mirror. You can see the gasifier is already on by the glow. Char gas is carbon monoxide produced by the incomplete combustion of coal. I add a few drops of water to facilitate starting, as the water increases the power of the char gas. Leaves through the outlet pipe towards the first filter called the cyclone filter. The cyclone filter will separate the first thicker particles of coal. Here in the glass jar you see the powdered charcoal. The char gas then goes through the cooler, which is a corrugated metal pipe. Then the char gas passes through a second filter, which is an oil bath air filter. These types of filters were used in old trucks and tractors. Then it goes through a third and last filter, which is a 5-gallon plastic bucket with a microfiber towel filter. This filters all small particles so that the char gas reaches the engine as clean as possible. It is then sucked in by the 12-volt bilge blower and vented out through the spout. The gas that is vented to the outside is now coming out white, because while the air is being purged from the system, air with water vapor comes out. When the gas comes out transparent, it means that all the air has been purged from the system and the char gas comes out pure. Then the gas that comes out through the vent can be turned on. I turn on the char gas. You can see the char gas is very combustible. I'm now going to direct it towards the engine, for which I turn the three-way valve towards the carburetor position. Above the carburetor there is a butterfly valve that can be operated from the cabin. To run with gasoline or LPG, this butterfly valve is open. When I'm going to ride on char gas, I must close it a little to help the suction of the char gas. but I must leave it a little open to achieve the correct air gas char gas mixture. Let's see if the engine starts. Hallelujah, it started very well. Here we have a Ford Falcon 221 cubic inch 3.6 liter engine running only on char gas. It can be seen that the inlets to the LPG and gasoline carburetor are plugged. I put on the air filter. I close the hood and go. I start driving out only 4 minutes after turning on the gasifier. Here is a video from a long time ago.
Doing 115 kilometers or 72 miles per hour, driving only on char gas. There are the charcoal bags. It is very important to have a carbon monoxide detector in the cabin here on the right. In the bed of the truck is the gasifier working at maximum. This is a 1983 Ford Falcon Ranchero with a 221 cubic inch engine, or 3.6 liters. I'm on the highway 36, Rio Cuarto, Córdoba, Argentina. I'm pulling off the road to show you that I'm driving only on char gas. Let me remove the air filter to show you better. As you can see, the liquid petroleum gas is not connected. Also, the gasoline line is not connected. When I give the engine throttle, the char gas white hose moves because of the suction of the engine. This is the vehicle of the future because when the oil runs out, there are going to be very few options to run a vehicle, and the carbonized waste is a good option. Today's menu are walnut shells. And may this all be for the glory of God.
On my Facebook, Drive on Waste, there are photos, videos, and you can download free a complete guide for driving a vehicle on char gas.